This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Mic check. 1, 2. Are we recording? Hi, I'm Michelle Bernstein, an award-winning chef, restaurateur, and mom. I have a lot on my plate, including my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. That's why I was prescribed Cosentyx. It helps me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some were fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
So on today's episode, we are going to be talking about Miami. Miami is back, and it made me just want to move. I swear they live such a fun life, and just the weather, it would just change your mood living in Miami.
And Miami is just the best. I am so fortunate that, rich friend check. I'm just kidding, that I have friends who have
literally, she has rich friend check. So
I have friends who have condos in Miami. So I literally go every year, and it really is just the best place to be at. It's you can make it whatever you want. You can make it a chill trip. You can make it a fun trip, how they go out to dinners. You can make it just laying out on the beach. It's just so fun. I love that city.
For my image though, it would totally F me up living there just because everyone has fake boobs,
everyone's hot for sure. Everyone's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you're on the beach though, it's not like that. When you're on the beach, you see the average show still, but when you go out, it's everyone's hot.
We're the average shows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we see our people.
Yeah. Because we don't got those titties and all that stuff going on. So would you ever get fake boobs?
No, never.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, to be honest.
And the only reason, and not that because of anything, it's more just the toxic side of it. So many people are getting BLL, which is breast implant illness, or BII. And so I'm not doing that to my bodies. So many people after 7 years, 8 years, and then you have to get them done every 10 years. I'm not doing that to myself. And
that right there is the reason why I wouldn't do it, because I'm not going to sit there and pay every 10 years $10,000 or however much it costs. I don't even know.
Yeah, now it's so much more too. If you
back in the day you were good, but now, yeah, you're screwed. So I'm so all set. Did you see how Kylie Jenner, by the way, posted her boob? Exactly someone was Kylie, you have the nicest boobs, and if they're fake, please tell me exactly what you did or what you requested to get those boobs. And she actually commented and said, this is exactly what I did, and it went viral.
Yeah, I know. I think we talked about it, and then everyone started doing their own thing too. Which
Chantal, I saw Melissa Gorga.
Yeah,
hers, and I was so scared.
And it's funny because a lot of people have different things, so it is it's nice to know what people have if you ever are interested, because everyone started saying what they have, which was funny.
I understand, but some people were saying it and no one was requesting it, so. It's Kylie's does look good. So it's that makes sense. But you had the Melissas of the world posting it. It's no one's asking at all. So I don't know. I por favor. But yeah, I definitely would do a lift. And even that, I'm for what?
No, the lift thing I would do. Let's get the fat from my ass and let's put it in my boobs and let's do a lift.
Yeah. But isn't that then they don't do that?
No, they do.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyways, just Miami's hot. Like it puts you in a good mood, good vibes, and I enjoy watching Miami.
Yeah, and there was like so much, like there's been so much going on with these girls' lives that it was so interesting. Like I love these girls. Like you know what I forgot about is like Nicole. Did you feel her missing from the show?
You know what? I did.
Oh, you did? No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Wow. Okay, I actually did. Nicole wasn't always my favorite, but I liked her a lot on the show. And again, it's because like I like watching families. I like, she had the son, the rich ass husband, but she still worked. But it wasn't like she was promoting a business. Like she had a real fucking, job type of thing.
No,
Maybe
I like Nicole, but I'm just saying I didn't notice that she was missing from this episode.
Wow, yeah.
But it's because there's so many ladies too. That's why. Like there's so many people, so there could be so many like, different problems happening at one time. Like this is like the largest cast that they have on any housewife show.
Yeah. You have to be some kind of crazy though when it comes to Todd to take your wife to dinner, tell your wife how much you love her, compliment her, and then a few days later, you literally take all your shit and leave. I mean,
Disgusting.
and that's probably why he did that. That's probably why he was telling her he loves her and she's amazing and yada yada yada. The thing is that a lot of people don't understand is that Todd had such a difficult time being on the show. And even when I don't even know the scandal about his house or whatever, like he could not physically handle it. And even his daughters came out and was like, the show's a joke. It makes my dad look bad. My friends were saying your dad looks bad. That took a toll on him, which, you know what, that is fair because I would hate going on a show and being perceived a certain way. And you're like, but that's not really what it is. And then my kids are older and they're advocating and they're like, no, why is my mom or dad being perceived that way? And I'm sure there are some faults, but
but communicate that with your wife that you just got married to, and say, I'm not going to do this show, and that's it. Like that's all you have to do. You don't have to divorce her.
Yeah. Well, what's so crazy is that in current, Alexia recently did an interview. I think it was at the Miami premiere. They did like a little premiere party. And she says that I would never get married again unless it's Todd. I would get married to him again. So she's still like madly in love with this guy.
Well, remember, in April, like this year of April, not like last year of April, my friend was in Miami and she saw Todd and Alexia at the beach. So like they're still together.
Which doesn't make sense. To me, it was like his cop out where like low key, and this might sound a certain way, but I feel like he didn't want to live with her son and he just wanted to live on his own. And so now he can be technically whatever the hell they are. And he has his own place and they're not living with each other.
Yeah, that to me like makes sense too. Where it's like, we don't like let's just live separate lives. Let's still have fun. Like they loved having that like lifestyle of like going out and being like, like these young people. But like when you're actually married, it's like he didn't like that.
Yeah, and then also like being at home with Frankie, like that's an adjustment for him, Frankie does require extra attention but that's also like here's the thing is Alexia came out and said he was not good to my kids. And the second I feel that way, I lose all interest and lose all feeling for you.
Well, I think the biggest like red flag to me was like, it wasn't in the beginning of this episode, but she ends up saying like when they jumped the 5 months and they started hanging out again, basically. And she's like, we haven't talked about the divorce. Like, how dare you not do that? Like for your own self, your own dignity, like what you're just going to have fun with him.
It's like one of those toxic relationships you have when you're younger and you don't want to set them off because you just literally enjoy their presence. But then you grow up and you're like, ew, like, why was I ever like that with that person?
Yeah. And like, you're older now though, so you should know.
Exactly, yeah. You have some grown ass kids. And what's really messed up is that when he unpacked and unloaded all his shit, because again, Frankie is there, he was there during it. So Frankie was watching, which is like kind of traumatizing. Like Frankie, doesn't have the capacity to, be like us where it's like, he could look at that and he's like scared. Like, he's like, what are you doing? Where are you going? And that's just so fucking sad.
So messed up. Like, I don't know how you would do that to him and how you would do that to your own wife. Like, okay, have the decency at least to tell her.
There's the other side though, where I had posted something on X and people were like, okay, well, Alexia, like they were talking about Alexia's son Peter and his past, and then they were like, and Frankie should be in a home. And I'm like, but why should Frankie be in a home?
No,
Like,
no, everyone be quiet. We have no idea what that means. And like this is her life. She's a mom. Like, this is the cards you get dealt with, and she's okay with that. And like, you take care of the people you love in your family.
Yeah, like, of course.
Unless you can't, but like she can.
And no one understands how, like, what Alexia goes through with that, because again, her son was completely fine up until how old was he?
Was he I don't know how old he was, but he was definitely like 10.
Yeah, I feel like it was like 12.
Yeah, around like the preteens.
Yeah, so no one really knows what she goes through. I feel like people do need to give her grace, dude, because people would be like, okay, I'm just gonna put my son. There are people. I mean, listen, we are foreigners too, and we just, that's not in our cards ever.
No, we don't even do that to our parents. Like, and I think the only level that you do that to your parents is like there's Alzheimer's or something, and like you physically can't, like they're like,
even that with my grandma, we still put her in like switched off every week with all the aunts and uncles.
I know, which is crazy, but like I'm saying, like if it gets to the point where they're like burning down the house, because sometimes that can happen, like that's when like you're like, okay, we need a home.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Frankie was 13.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And she says, like, she has said multiple times, like, I will never recover from this accident. Because imagine for 13 years, you have this healthy son who he has a bright future. And now he has these restrictions, man. Like, oh gosh, I just can't. I'm too emotional of a mom. Like,
I think last year when we kept seeing her like put him in different like therapies and different things to help him learn, like that was amazing. And I think she even said to herself, like, I need to do more of that, like instead of coddling him a little bit, but that's okay. Like, that's his mom. But I think, leaning into that more can be great for his future and for her.
One last thing about Todd, about him, because I did want to point this out. Like, obviously, he just cares way too much about what people think. And that's literally why he left her. He still probably likes her. I don't know, because why would you still hang out with her? But it's weird that you couldn't stand how you looked on the show. But look how he decides to leave. Like, how did you think that was going to improve your image?
I know. Like, people are going to drag you through the mud. And no one's gonna respect your relationship. Like even Marisol now, like Marisol's your best friend, and like she's a good friend because she's like, I'm not gonna like really tell her like 100% like what it is, because she's just gonna do what she wants. But she's like they're all gonna look at you sideways.
Mm-hmm. Well, so during this season premiere, Lenny and his ex ended things, but as of today, they're back together. So,
oh my gosh,
yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of awards in this episode, you guys, because like, what is wrong with these people?
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter now because they're back together. But I was dying when she was like joking with them, and she's like, he wants to get back together, and the fact that they believed him, because like Lenny would never. But I was dying because like we met Lisa and we hung out with her a lot at BravoCon, and it was so funny when she was like, I would rather see a bad photo of myself than get back with Lenny. And if you guys have no idea what a big deal that is to Lisa, she's like, you don't get it.
She needs to see every picture. She needs to make sure she's a ring light on. She needs to make sure she looks good. Like, she's so crazy about her photos.
Yeah. The whole thing with Jody Marcus, they hung out on dates. So I am not a Larsa stan by any means. I actually really prefer Lisa. But if Marcus and Jody never hung out one-on-one, then I don't necessarily think that they should be hanging out now together. Now, I think back at BravoCon when we were all out one night and Larsa and Marcus were there. And Chantal, do you remember that Larsa and Marcus literally the entire time, like Lisa and Jody were there, Larsa and Marcus were not with Lisa and Jody at all?
Yeah, I do remember that.
And you know what was weird? Larsa and Lisa were weird at BravoCon. Like, they did not act very friendly.
Like, to each other, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh gosh, yeah.
Yes. No, I remember seeing that vibe too.
Yeah. So Julia has welcome.
Wait, to go back to that real quick, because I think like Alexia and Marisol are like, you know, they were feeding from like Larsa's ears, and they're like, you should unfollow him. You should unfollow him. And then like they did try to compare, and I agree. I think Lisa should unfollow him. I think it's weird that Lisa is like still hanging on to it. But they did try to compare, like, you wouldn't like that if she was following Lenny. And it's like, how are you guys going to compare this like 1-year relationship to her marriage that she has 2 kids in? Like, it's so silly that they're going to even go there.
You know what I think it is too, though? Like Lenny was dragging Lisa, but Larsa feels that Marcus is dragging Lisa or Larsa.
Yeah. So it's like they're just going through like a toxic breakup, no matter how long they've been together.
Yeah. But I do see, like, I can see the comparison and then it being a stretch as well.
Yeah.
With like, but like you said, it sounds like Marisol and Alexia are hearing Larsa's side hardcore.
Yeah. For sure. Like they clocked it. They're like, oh yeah, that's messed up. They're like going into Lisa thinking like, you're not being a good friend right now.
Lisa's in the wrong.
Uh-huh.
Lisa, by the way, she is a great mom. And I do think it's so difficult for her with only seeing her kids 50-50. Like that would, Chanel, imagine right now, you're about to have a baby girl. I can't believe you're pregnant. And then their young life, like she has what, a 10 and a 4-year-old or something. But imagine throughout their young life, which like to me, that's like the best part. Actually, I don't know. So I don't know why I'm saying that. But I just like, you know, they're so like cute and little and you could dress them and blah, blah. I don't know. But imagine only being part of 50% of their lives.
Yeah, I think it's crazy when she like mentions like there's some nights I don't even say goodnight to them. Like that would be very hard for me, like to not to like care for my kids or like, you know, do those things at night with them. Like that's a lot. Like that's not natural.
You guys, and my son Jack is literally at that stage right now. Okay, my girls were never obsessed with me. They just weren't. I mean, they not that they weren't obsessed with me. They just preferred my husband over me, but they still like love me. And when I leave, compared to when he leaves, they die. But like at home, when we're both home, they like loved him. I feel like now that they're older, though, they like want me and stuff. Except Sloan. Sloan doesn't like me. She likes Jacob very much. But yeah. Jack is at the stage where like whenever Jacob puts him down in his crib, he's like, no, I don't want you. I want mama. And he's like crying for me to put him down and stuff. So it's like, I wonder because her daughter is like so young, if she feels that, or even her son, like, even though he's 10, if he feels that where he's like, I just want mommy to like tuck me in bed. That's crazy.
Yeah. And like, you're going into different environments. Like you're used to your mom. It's not like before, like Lonnie was like this, like, you know, dad that was always there. Like they're probably dealing with nannies and his mom.
Oh my gosh. So true. Oh, well, yeah. And
which is messed up.
Speaking of their mom, his mom. So his mom got dragged on social media last year quite a bit. And Lisa just came out and she did an interview and she said that she actually had a birthday with Lenny. Her son wanted to do the birthday at Lenny's house and they invited like friends and stuff. And she's like, so we actually, for the first time ever, did a birthday together. And it was for both our kids because they have birthdays together. And she's like, and I saw Lenny's mom for the first time. And she's like, immediately we both like started crying. And she's like, and now we're in a great place. And it's so much better because she knows that that's who's at the end of the day raising her kids.
Yeah. So she can now text her and call her and be like, let me talk to my kids. And like the mom's going to.
Exactly. Like for sure, Lenny has his mom like up in his house whenever he has the kids. So, so she was like, I even have her, this was at the Miami premiere party that they had. She's like, she's actually here right now. And so I was like, damn, like, so that was nice. And they were like, what does Lenny think about that? She's like, me and Lenny don't, you know, we're like on good terms, but we don't speak about things. So
yeah. And I think like that just always is the case. Like time heals all wounds in that sense. Like things will kind of filter out if like you kind of care to like, you know, make sure things are like kosher. And like, I'm happy that they're in that place.
Yeah. You know, back to Larsa though, you know, what's so crazy is her bragging. And see, this is when couples do this, it never works out for them. Because remember when she did the whole thing where she's like, me and Marcus sleep with each other 5 times a day. And she was like saying that like that was going to keep Marcus satisfied. And now look, he's gone. And I'm just like, that's why like you don't need to spill those type of things ever.
Or like I think the biggest thing is like in the beginning of a relationship, like, yeah, it's fun to go out to the club. It's fun to like hang out and be out all night and like hook up and do all these things. But then like you get to a point where you're over it. But then if your man is still going there, like she said, like you like to be the last person to leave, like that gets so exhausting for anybody. No one wants that.
Well, what's crazy is Larsa is about that life though. So for she's so about going out. So for her to get tired of it tells you that he really did have a problem.
Exactly. Like she actually likes going out. Like I'm sure a lot of people do for a couple hours, but no one wants to go out every single night and stay the whole night.
Yeah. Julia has now welcomed 2 boys, and we see the downfall of Julia and Gertie. On Julia's end, she says, like, when she had the boys and word got out, all Gertie said was congrats. And that does sound cold if they are as close as they claim.
Yeah, like even if you were dropped from this phone call and you felt like she owed you a separate phone call, no, like you could call her and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I had to miss that. Like, how exciting. Like, it seems to me it's more Gertie than it is Julia.
I am just a politically correct person. I never want to come across as a hater, as a bitter bitch, even if I do feel like I can't stand this person. So I will just like go out of my way to do that because I don't want them to think that.
There clearly is more to the backstory. Like maybe
Yeah.
Gertie has felt like, she hasn't been there for her as much. Like who knows with the situation, because you don't just do that like out of nowhere. You don't just say congrats out of nowhere for that type of thing. Like there has to be something.
Yeah. So Adriana talks on Alexia's relationship because obviously she said she was the one last year who said something about the relationship, and that also ticked Todd off that Todd had become Adriana's target, and that is the thing that really sucks when you come on the show is that your spouse will get dragged by these women,
Yeah. And
so,
they get happy to do it, and they get happy to talk about it afterwards.
Yeah. You know what I thought was interesting though was when Adriana said that in the Latin culture, they forgive men too easily. And it's crazy because with us, we're Chaldean, Middle Eastern, and that's what we grew up with as well. Like our parents and everyone tolerated so much, and they just didn't leave. And what's also
you don't
crazy,
get divorced. You just don't.
have you ever watched Duck Dynasty, Chantal?
No.
Okay, well, it's a really popular show, but on TikTok I saw that the like head leader, it's like a family. I don't know. But the head leader just passed, and I saw his wife on a podcast before he passed, and she's like, for 10 years, he was so mean, he was so drunk. Everyone told me to leave him, my family, his family. And she's like, and that's not, marriage is work. I made a vow. And so I stayed, and, apparently like, he, whatever, faced his demons, found God, and became a really great person and a great like matriarch and all that for his family. But that's like how it was with like our parents and stuff, like that hump, like they all got through it. Whereas, and I feel like for us, if there was like a big hump, like we'd be like, I don't want this because, so it's crazy like the generations and how different it is.
For sure.
Yeah. So what did you think about seeing Larsa's mom?
Oh my God, I love that because you guys, that's literally our moms right there, except the whole, like, I'm inspired by Larsa. Like, Roxanne, the fact that she can cry in front of her mom, I was just shook. Like, I know. Larsa's mom is our mom in the sense, like, they're Lebanese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, the whole cooking thing, the chef thing, like, no matter what, like, that's just how our parents are. And, like, it was just so nice to see, like, Larsa being able to be emotional in front of her mom, and her mom, like, just like comforting her. Like, I don't feel that type of relation with my mom, and I never will, I don't think. But it was nice. But she inspired me there.
The one time I opened up to my mom was the biggest regret of my life. I swear to God, I opened up to her, you guys, and I swear to God, it got like used against me, and like my whole family got involved. And I'm like, you called every single person, like. And I was just like, oh,
you know what I think it is, you guys? It's because I know, and I think you know this now too, is that our parents can't handle emotions if it's for themselves, if it's for us. So for us to bring on our emotions to them, they can't deal. So like what's going to happen is they're going to spiral, and then they're just going to be like a mess. And it's like, I don't have time for that.
Yeah. Even like one time I remember I tried to open up to my dad about something. And I was like, I'm just going to, and it was, you guys, it was like, what the fuck is wrong with like, I was like, I'm going to tell him like that I've been stressed and this is happening. And, it was just, I don't know. It was like, you know what? Like, I don't even want to say what it was, but I swear to God, immediate, I was like, wow, there's like no connection here. I don't know what I thought. Like, obviously, there's a connection. I love my dad to death, but it's so surface level. Like, he's so uncomfortable when I say things.
Like, you guys, this is so surface level, but this is like my relation with my mom. Like, clearly, my first trimester, I was very nauseous. So, like, I would tell her, like, yeah, I'm nauseous. Every day, you guys, she'll call me like, are you still nauseous? I'm like, and I told her so many times, I was like, no, mom, I'm not nauseous anymore. I'm okay now. Every day, even last night, she goes, are you still nauseous? I'm like, I'm not nauseous.
Yeah. And it's like, even that instant regret.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, I'm not even telling you what I feel anymore, because you just will, like, they can't handle it's like in their minds every single day.
Yeah, I know. And then they blow it up and make it a thing. And then it's
Another funny thing real quick. I don't know if you remember, like, my little sister, she's married to him now, but like she was dating a guy for like 8 months, and like my mom was like obsessed with him. I don't know what the problem was or why she was so obsessed with him, but my sister was having doubt or something. So in the middle of the summer, she told her, like, I'm gonna break up with him.
Yeah.
And you guys, my sister has 3 kids with this guy, and my mom still brings this up and has trauma from it.
She broke up with him. First off, she was like 5 years old. Like, she was really young.
My sister was 21, like literally 21.
And how old is he?
He was like 29. He was older.
Yeah. She broke up with him for 2 fucking days. 2 days. I'll never forget. We were at my aunt's house. My aunt has a lake. And I remember like just being on, like, me and Chloe just sitting next to each other, and like our feet is just touching the water. And your mom, like, just like circling, like panicking. Like,
yeah.
She was so panicky that day. And it was literally because Chloe had broken up with him because like she's so young. But our parents like think also like, yes, she does love him. Absolutely. But they also think that we're trash and that we're lucky that a man wants to marry us.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up, you guys. It really, really is. Like, it's the end all be all. Like, I can't. Like,
I don't know how Roxanne and I are halfway normal.
What? Wait, what'd you say?
I don't know how we're halfway normal.
No, I know. And then even like if like me and Jacob have a disagreement, because my mom's at my house every day, so of course she's gonna see shit, you know. So if we have like a disagreement about something, like she's automatically on Jacob's side, and I'm just like, please walk away from me, please walk away from me. And what's crazy is like my husband's mom would never, like, she would be on her son's side.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, wow, you know. But por favor, I'm sorry, this got us, like, I swear we can relate to like this.
No, when I saw Larsa's mom, I was like, Mama, what's up?
I know. So I don't think that Larsa has always had Lisa's back. So, you know, but then like Larsa does say, Lisa's throwing Jody a birthday party. Larsa does say that, you know, when it came to Lisa, she testified in support of her against Lenny. Like, she was always there for her. And now, you know, we do see Marcus like sending threats and just being like a toxic man. But it's also like, you dated someone 20 years younger than you. And so like, you knew what he was doing. Like, we saw him, what is it? Puff, like, or what is it when you do
snort?
Okay. Yeah. We saw him snort. So it's like, there's no way he didn't do that shit around you, you know? And now he's like threatening her left and right. So Larsa's just like, dude, you're my best friend. Like, why are you being around the same place as him and hanging out with him? And I could understand and sympathize with that.
The only 100%, I think the only thing that Lisa has as a defense was like, she was like, I didn't know if they were going to get back together, and I don't want to be the one that's on the outs, because that has happened before. But at the same time, you just stick with your friend, and when like they're together, they're together. When they're not, they're not. Like, you just stick with your friend, and like you'll never have that issue.
So she does. So, you know, at the party and they're all sitting down, Larsa does notice that Lisa has drank, which is fine. It's her like boyfriend's birthday. Like, of course she's going to drink. And they're all sitting around, and it just goes, you know, from 0 to 100 real quick. Lisa brings up how Larsa faked a breakup. And I think it was Gertie who said that Larsa had TMZ on speed dial, which actually is very true. This is something that the Kardashians stopped being friends with Larsa about. So and Larsa herself has come out and said, I have a great relationship with TMZ. So, I mean, I would never have said that if I was Larsa, but she did. And so that is true. What did you think about this whole thing?
Yeah, I thought like I thought that it was crazy to like call out a friend like that, like to say you faked like a breakup. Like that is so messed up because she clearly is traumatized. Like she's going through a lot. Like this is one of the relationships that like she thought that she loved him so much. Like they were in like this love bubble. Like they did a show together. He came on this show. Like it was like really new for her. Like she's always dated people, but it was really new for her for this guy to like be like in her world. So like I'm sure she's still going through it. So like I don't know. I felt bad for Larsa, even though like I agree I'm not always on Larsa's side. I think she's very annoying too.
Yeah. I could see, yeah, I could just see her side.
And I do think Larsa's a very tough cookie. So like when we are seeing her vulnerable, I think we have to give her some grace. Like we give everyone grace on the show when they're going through a tough time. It's like let's give her some grace right now.
So I feel like the only thing that I would be upset about if I was Larsa when it comes to Lisa, but Larsa's like a low blower. Like she's like, you loser, you like bitch, you loser, you're a fucking loser. Look at you, you're a loser. Like she just talks so fucking annoying that you'd want to knock her out. But like Lisa saying, what did she say? She said something like, yeah, everyone knows how you are, or I don't even know what she said exactly. But it was
listen, like it's like years of friendship where like you kind of have to be like a fake friend because you've been on the show for so long, but you guys love each other. So there's years like it's like if Rexy and you and I were fighting or something, like not in front of everyone, but like we would just say low blows because you know so much about that person. But at the end of the day, you don't mean it, and like you'll just say sorry, and like hopefully they'll get back together. But they were.
Well, no, but here's the thing with that. The way she said it, I'm so annoyed that I didn't write down the exact phrase.
She said, everyone knows how you are. Everyone knows how you are.
And so to me, that's so offensive because only if I was Larsa, Chanel, Larsa gets a lot of shit on social media. Like people do not like Larsa at all. So it's like she's basically saying like, I don't even care because everyone knows who you are. Like everyone clocks you. You're hated by the world. And like that would be so hurtful to me.
Yeah.
So, and like I love Lisa, but that would be very hurtful. Like, even though Larsa is so annoying, that would be so hurtful to me. I don't know.
And like she kicks her out of the party, which is not nice. Like I know it's her party, but she's like, leave. And like the whole time, like you could tell Marisol is like, okay, this is not you, you're just drunk. And then me and you both watched this scene together, and Marisol's like, okay, I think even enough to drink. And she's like, and really that's coming from you? And then Marisol's like, yeah, it is coming from me. So that means enough's enough.
Yeah, that was so damn funny. She's like, from you of all people. And then who was next to her that started laughing when she said that?
I think it was Alexia.
Yeah, because I don't know who it was, but it was funny.
Adriana. Like Adriana was.
Oh yeah, it was her because it was like, really, bro? Like, who are you telling? But Marisol couldn't handle her liquor. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, I don't know if you noticed, but Bravo is very, very fucking messy. Very messy. That production team. I'm gonna give them an A+ for this though. But Jody is in his bedroom and he's like, wow, isn't the AC good? It's so good, isn't it?
Oh,
you guys, Chanel, you need to go back. I can't believe you missed that. It was hard. I had to watch it twice too to like catch it and clock it. But yeah, like he is literally
another snort.
Well, that's what people are saying.
Wow.
Because why would he be like, I mean, come on, like that's why they left it. Like he's literally in the room and he has his mic and the door shut and he's like, the AC is so good. Isn't it so good?
Wow.
Like you would say the AC feels nice. Doesn't it feel nice? But like you wouldn't even go out of your way to point that out. So I don't know. It just obviously didn't look right.
These Miami people love to party.
I know. What did Lisa say? Lisa did say something about it. And I'm just trying to see. I don't know.
Like they already came out and said something?
She did, yeah. Like she said something on her Twitter, but I don't know why. It's like, of course, like not showing up. Okay, this is what she said. She said, our master bedroom is huge. It has its own bar, its own living room. We hang out in there all the time with friends. They were hot. None of them wanted to be around that embarrassing argument on TV. What do you?
I don't think so.
And then so someone replied and said, go and tell production that we all picked up what they put down.
Yeah, 100%.
That is true.
I wonder though, like what the laws are or like what their rules are for Bravo if they like are around drugs like that. Like I wonder if like you would have to stop production.
But I don't think that they're actually seeing that. They don't see that. So I don't think anyone's like literally snorting in front of them. If it was happening, it's happening behind closed doors. But guess what? The mic is still on.
Yeah.
Someone said you can't fault Lisa or Jody going to one dinner with Marcus. However, the ladies have made it clear that Lisa is an unavailable friend and Larsa was really there for Lisa during her divorce. So I think Larsa is more hurt by that. Lisa said, she wasn't hanging out with me or communicating with me much at all since we wrapped the last season. And she certainly didn't tell me about at least their 2 breakups until I got an angry text about it after the dinner incident. Again,
yeah, because you guys, they're going through so much. It's like the whole it's like the whole Lexia and Todd thing. Like, if she didn't go and tell the ladies within like, you know, right away, like 2 months later, she was dating him again. And now she has to like be embarrassing and say, I'm still married. It's like, sometimes you're just going through and you don't have to always say your business to people.
Okay, but you guys, I will say when Lisa and Larsa were friends, again, we were with them one night and like we were at the same place with them one night. And Larsa was not like, she did not seem like she was so nice, by the way. She was actually amazing, like amazingly nice. But Larsa did not seem like she vibed with Lisa. Like they did not seem like they were friends.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So it's like they clearly, so I can see that when they did break up, I don't see Larsa going and calling Lisa and telling her everything.
And things change. Like now they were in different relationships before. Like, you know, I don't know. Things just change.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought overall, great episode. The production team did a great job. I think there's so much that was happening. And I think that it's going to continue to do really well.
I think so too. Let's give it to the Miami gals. As always, really, honestly, they always bring it.
So true. But yeah, I think that's all that we have for today's episode. So let us know what you guys thought about Miami. If you guys are watching, who's your favorite, whose side you're on all that. We'd love to hear it. But thank you guys for listening. We will see you guys for our next episode. Will be a Love Island recap, which I'm so excited about. You guys, Wednesday was the hardest day for me because there was no new episode. And I am so, wait, Chanel, did you catch up on Love Island yesterday?
Roxanne, like I'm on episode 7 and I was falling asleep. So like you better be right about like the last 2 episodes are being really good because I was dying.
If you're on episode 7, I think that was the last episode.
No, episode 8 is.
Oh, okay. Well, so good. So good.
Oh my God.
I mean, the world agrees, so.
I don't know. I think it's because you guys just love having the drama on TikTok, but like, let's see, okay?
No, I literally like watched the full damn episodes and then I go on TikTok after.
I know, but I'm saying maybe that's like the exciting part for you guys.
No, I don't know. But I do. Are you watching the UK one because it's on at the same time?
I told you that and you thought I was crazy when I said that. No, I'm going to wait then. We don't have to talk about it.
No, I know. I don't want to. I don't even like watch UK anymore. I feel like UK was so hot and now it died down.
No, last season still was so good.
But are they still gaining the following that they once gained?
Yeah, they are. And then you had Love Stars that happened last year too. So like everyone's still into like the people.
You mean All Stars? All
Stars, yeah.
You said Love Stars.
Yeah, All Stars. So like no, it's a very much a thing for sure.
All right. Well,
actually, like what season was it that I didn't watch?
See, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a season. There was a season last year that I didn't watch because of the US one. I think because when we did watch All Stars, there was that one couple like Georgia and someone that I didn't really know.
Oh, okay.
That season, but yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Have a great week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.